Come to the birthplace of the famous playwright, nationalist playwright, Bengali playwright Dinabandhu Mitra, who wrote the play Neel Darpan in 1858. This is the main entrance to his house, what used to be his house once upon a time. And this is an extremely historic place, Chowberia, known as Chowberia. And we must remember that in 1858, when the play appeared, when he wrote the play and it was published, it created a huge wave of indignation, not only in Bengal but across the country. It was a year after the first revolt, the first war of independence in 1857, and people across India came to know the kind of atrocities that was perpetrated by the indigo planters on Indians, on Indian cultivators. And Bankim Chandra likened Neel Darpan to Uncle Tom's Cabin, and Michael Madhusudan Datta translated it in English for a readership, for an audience in Europe and in the West. And even in the West, it created a huge impact. But I think when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is speaking about, is reminding us of the struggle for freedom, that a large number of personalities sacrificed their lives, their career, their all, so that India could become free. When Prime Minister Modi is repeatedly telling us, reminding us, talking about his vision of Amrit Kal, and he's urging us to visit such places, he's asking us to remember those who contributed to raising, to crystallizing the consciousness of nationalism. Such places are extremely important. Unfortunately, they are not well kept. They are not at all preserved. This used to be the main entrance to Dinabandhu Mitra's house. And Dinabandhu Mitra was an adopted name. It was not his initial name, but he adopted that name, Dinabandhu. And that one play galvanized the consciousness of the intelligentsia across the country. And in a sense, it rekindled the spirit of nationalism after the crackdown of 1857. So I think it's necessary, when we are talking about Amrit Kal, when we are trying to rekindle this essence of Amrit Kal, of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that we take initiative to visit such places, we encourage others to visit such places. Unfortunately, in West Bengal, these places are abandoned. They are not preserved. They are left to fend for themselves. Number of such places across the state, which used to be Bengal, used to be the cradle of nationalism. So it's a very emotional moment for me, for us to come and stand here at this historic place. I would urge all of you to come, to visit this place, to keep the sankalp of Amrit Kal alive, and to take a pledge that if we can, we should preserve these places. We must try and visit them. We must try and raise awareness about these places and remember those who contributed to awakening the spirit of nationalism in India.